Adventure Howland here, and we're going to talk about an exciting new backpacking meal company or backpacking food company that just came on the market recently. It's called Right on Trek. Here I'm actually field testing this food. We're doing a thru hike of the Wonderland Trail, and I happen to be keto or very low carb. And so there's a couple of really exciting meals. Actually, what I should step back and say, their meals are amazing. I mean, they have things like real sour cream in them, real butter, honest ingredients that you would recognize. So there's kind of no junk food in here. But we're going to talk about two meals here. We're actually going to do a taste test here. There's three of us here. And the two meals we're going to do is a cauliflower forest chicken risotto, and the other one is a broccoli beef stroganoff. And one of the things that I'd like to talk about is these meals are loaded with energy. So this bag is 1,000 calories. It's a two-person meal. It's over 500 calories a person, and it only weighs 6.4 ounces. So that's 160 calories an ounce. It's probably 60% more calories than most backpacking meals. And a little bit of a spoiler alert, I've actually had both of these dinners before, and they are amazing, but we're going to do a taste test here. So I'm going to walk you through kind of how you would cook these meals. We've got two stoves here. We're going to boil some stuff up, and we'll go ahead and prepare the food. Okay, so I'm going to walk through preparing this broccoli beef stroganoff, and you do need to read the instructions. And so can you quickly zoom in on that? And one of the things you'll see is they actually want you to cook it in a 1.5 liter pot, and they want you to sort of grease the bottom of it. The other thing you want to be very careful about reading, it says about 14 ounces of water. You actually really want to put 14 ounces of water in there. I do not have a 1.5 liter pot. I am actually going to reconstitute this in the bag. It works pretty well. If you actually simmered it in the pot like they said, it would hydrate a little better. But believe me, it's excellent as it is. So you go ahead. I'm going to tear the top off this bag here. Get ready to start cooking. Set it out there. There is a flavor packet in here. Make sure you get this guy out of there. It's not very tasty. Put it down there. I'm going to measure out. My pot actually has nice inside pot measurements, so I'm going to pour a little under the 16 liter mark here. Boom. And hopefully my trusty stove here will start up. That's why you carry a lighter, friends. Okay, my water's come to a boil. Thank you, trusty Jetboil stash stove. I think it only took a couple minutes to boil that water. And I'm gonna, ouch, burn my hand on that water. And I'm gonna do this. I should mention also this is bio-based packaging. It's kind of an interesting texture, but it is not the, it's a lot more environmentally friendly than the Mylar packaging that is used on most backpacking meals. Anyway, I'm going to give this a good stir. And then what I do is, it's actually kind of a little bit stiff, so I can take just a little fold in this and I'm going to put it up against something like this. Sort of hold flat, actually. Use my scissors to hold it shut there. And I'm going to wait about 3 minutes. Okay, so this has been sitting here for a couple minutes, just a little initial soaking, and now I'm going to put this stroganoff powder in here, and that's real powdered cream and all sorts of wonderful stuff that I'm going to put this up. So don't think of it as a flavor packet. Think of it as just wonderful sauce ingredients. And it does if you're doing it this style and you're not doing it in the 1.5 liter pot, it does help to have one of these nice long-handled titanium spoons to stir things up in here. And if you're doing this in the bag, you are going to have to wait a bit longer than if you were to actually simmer it in the 1.5 liter pot that they recommend. But anyway, put that sauce in and it's all creamy. So the ingredients in this are ground beef, sour cream powder, mushrooms, butter, broccoli, tomato powder, carrots, basil, celery seed, parsley, spinach, turmeric, bay leaf, onion, mustard seed powder, black pepper. All sorts of wonderful things in here that make it actually taste like a real meal. So I'm actually going to let it sit and probably hydrate a bit more, and then we'll come back and Jager will join me and we will do a side-by-side taste test. First of all, I'd like to introduce my friend Jager here. He's on the trip. He's a Seattle-based resident and has been helping us out with shuttling stuff and organizing the trip, but longtime friend. And this is another great trip we're having together. Anyway, one of the nice things about this bio-based packaging is it's pretty stiff. And one of the things I figured out is if you're not actually eating it in a pot, you can sort of do a haircut on these food bags and turn them into a bowl, which is kind of fun, making them easy to eat out, and you don't need a long-handled spoon. So you can take that back. Here you go, Jager. So we're going to now do a taste test here. So I have the broccoli and beef. I'm definitely getting a creamy stroganoff and sort of a hamburger type meat, beef with broccoli and vegetables.
Jager, tell us about yours.
We've got some really creamy sauce going on over some chicken. Really good texture, it rehydrated nicely. The cauliflower base, hard to... Oh!
It's okay. Take your time.
Hard to... it's really blended up fine and adds kind of a thickness and an earthiness. Very good.
But this tastes like real food. I mean,
Can we
this
swap?
tastes... Yeah, I'll swap it. I mean, mine tastes like an actual meal that I would get at home. Mm-hmm. You know, it doesn't taste... This doesn't taste at all like backpacking food.
Oh. This one's good.
And this one, by the way, oh, I love the shallots in this.
Mm-hmm.
And the parsley. A very tangy sauce. I think I slightly prefer the chicken risotto. What about you?
Slight also preference on chicken risotto, but it's close. I like the meat in here more, but the flavor palette and creamy richness of the cauliflower base.
But again, these are amazing. I mean, they taste like real food. They don't taste like backpacking food. They're 160 calories an ounce. They're just loaded with energy. It's real food in here. It tastes like real food. It's going to power your body like real food. I mean, for me, this is kind of a game changer. I'm going to take both these meals with me on most backpacking trips.
I was just introduced to them. Definitely going to order some for myself, and will solidly say they're better than the average freeze-dried meal. I like them.
Yeah. So again, these are excellent food. It's Adventure Alan and
Jager.
And if you like this video, please go ahead and like it on the YouTube channel. Please go ahead and follow Adventure Alan on YouTube. Please click that bell for new notifications. And
treat yourself to some right on.
Yeah, treat yourself to some right on track food. Anyway, this is Adventure Alan and Jager.
Signing out.